Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to do something completely different with all the cleaning and whatnot. So I did say in my last video that I was going to do some wedding inspo craft ideas. So today I've come up with a idea. Well, I've seen it and I thought it was really nice. I looked at Pinterest and got some ideas, and then I went to IKEA and brought an 8 set of white hangers because I'd like to do personalised hangers for all of my bridesmaids, maid of honour and whatnot to hang their dresses with. So I'm going to do that on my Cricut maker today, and I'll show you the process and see how we get on. So what I've done, I have measured the hanger here, here and here, because all I want to do is their name at the top, and then I want the position they are, so bridesmaid, flower girl, what's up, and then the date here of our wedding. So what I've done, I've used my ruler and I've measured exactly where I want the piece to go and how big I need it, because I'm going to need it for my Cricut design, what do you call it? Cricut design space, that's what I was going to call it. So the Cricut maker can then cut out exactly the size I'm going to need for these hangers. And so I've measured those and I've written those down. So the top of my hanger, I keep putting it back, but I'm going to show you. Top of my hanger here, I want the name to be about 6 centimeters long, and then the height about 3 centimeters. And then this side, I want it 8 centimeters long, depending on what the word is. So mother of the bride there is going to take quite a long space because of how many words, considering bridesmaids only one. So I've done it enough so that the word doesn't look out of place. So I've done that by 8 centimeters by 1 centimeter, around 1 centimeter. It could be 1.5 depending on some of the words. And then the same for my date, I've done 8 centimeters by 1 centimeters high. So let's jump in, because I've written all my bits down that I need, and then I'll show you how to use the Cricut design space to do my plan, and then we'll print it out, we'll cut it out and then go from there. So we're going to come over here to text. We're going to sort out our text. So I'm going to click on this, I'm going to edit the text. First of all, I'm going to put bride down, but I'm going to use the font BFC Banana Pumpkin, because this is the one that I want for the thicker names, because it looks so much better if it's cut that way. So I'm going to tell myself bride. I'm going to change it to black because my vinyl is black. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it to see what it looks like. And then over there I'm going to unlock the padlock, so I'm able to change exactly what I need to. So I'm going to change the width to 6 and then the height to 3. I'm going to type for my smaller side, maid of honour, which I've spelt wrong, and I do rectify that a bit later on. But I'm going to choose the BFC Autumn Woodland font, and then again change my width to 8 and change my height to 1, and then that should be the exact same size as I actually need it. And then again I'm going to do the exact same thing because I want the same text in for the date, and the same again with the width and height of the text. So 8 and 1. So I'm just going to crack on and get the rest of them done, and I'll be back in a moment. So that is all my names completed. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to highlight over the ones. I'm going to attach them, because when I want to go and cut them, I want all of my names to be together in one place. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the positions of people and the dates. And then I'm going to head over to make. And for some reason today it decided to go really slow on me. I'm not too sure why. But when it finally does it, I'm going to move my mat around and where things are going to be cut. So as you can see, it's all a bit jumbled up, and I've got two mats, but I only want everything on one mat. So I'm going to try and jumble them about so I'm able then to stick everything all together on one mat. Later on I do actually realise that I've attached too many words for the positions, so then I'm unable to put all the names on the same mat as well. So I end up rectifying that and getting that all sorted, so I'm only using that one piece of vinyl. So now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I was just doing, well, trying to do, and fitting them all on the one piece of vinyl, because I do not want to use two pieces when I can fit it all on one. And I'm just going to have a jiggle about, which that fits perfectly now, and then press continue. See, it takes its time today. So I've clicked on premium vinyl permanent glossy. I haven't adjusted any pressure or anything like that, and then I've got my fine point blade in ready to go, and all I have to do is press play. So I have already stuck on my my vinyl to this, so I'm going to stick it into my Cricut and then press go and then go from there.
So we forget about it. Simple as that, but I don't know where my heart is. Still all that I want is you. Yeah, you'll be the death of me still.
On the last bit now. Can't wait to see what they look like. I do apologise if you can see this here, because I've had to have a light coming down because my room is really dark. So my Cricut has finished the cut, and that, I don't know if you can see all the cuts, that's what they look like. So we're going to peel this off, and then I'm going to show you weeding it, and then hopefully we can get it stuck to our hangers. So I don't have much room either on my desk. I'm having to wiggle around because I've got so much stuff and nowhere to put it. I'm having to kind of go with the flow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel the mat away from my vinyl, because if I peel it upwards, I'm going to curl my vinyl, and that's not a pretty look when you're trying to use it for text. Now this paper was slightly bent anyway when I put it in, because I always roll my vinyls to fit them in a drawer. So now we've got that, you can see. What I'm also going to do, because I've got so many names and words on here, I'm going to cut my piece of vinyl into sections so it's easier to work with, purely because I don't want to be pulling off all of my vinyl and then struggling to get my names off, or accidentally pulling off my vinyl and it peels some of my names off. So it's not a good look. Right, so top section is my names, and then I'm going to do my dates. And put them into little sections. Like so. And then I've got a little tiny best man here at the bottom. I might make that itself on its own and then cut up between those two. I do a lot of talking when I'm doing it myself, I tell you. I talk to myself a lot. First signs of madness. It's hard as well because I'm trying to explain to you how to do it, and because you can't see, hopefully this is giving you enough to see. I need some bigger scissors, I'm not going to lie. Okay. There are all my not needed parts. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see because the shine, but I've sectioned them off, see slightly there, I've sectioned them all off there, and I've done the exact same bit. I'm just going to trim the bottom of this because it's not needed and it'll pull off my words even though I don't want it to, because these little bits here are thinner than the rest. And then I'll cut my dates in half. Okay. So I've got all of those done. Now onto the weeding. I'll do the little best man first to show you what it looks like. So what I'm going to do, I don't know whether you can see that. Like there. That's perfect. All these little bits like inside the A and inside the E, I'm going to pull them out, and inside the B as well. I'm going to pull those out first, as careful as I can. Okay.
Don't talk about it like you're crazy. You know damn well I can't replace you. Just say
A lot more fiddlier, especially when it's so small. Some bees come out now. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a bit more trickier than I think. It's very, very delicate.
It's like you're walking through a labyrinth. Just say what's going on. Don't waste
I might have to do this best man again.
say what you mean, say what you mean. And you'll get what you need, get what you need. What I do is
Okay. We'll leave the best man till last. Now I'm sure someone did this. I'm going to quickly look it up and see what we can do, because I don't want to be wrecking my design. Let's go to the good old YouTube. I'm just going to go onto my names because they're a lot bigger. I'm going to weed out the middle. As you can see, I've just got a little few bits left, which is proving really difficult using one hand. Some of the bits didn't come out or I missed them even. but it's looking really good so far. For the names, I mean. Not too sure how I'm going to do the other ones yet. I've took all of the dots off and I've popped them on this little mat here, so I can go and put them back in, because I didn't want them getting lost because of how small they are. I know that seems really stupid and time consuming, but I wanted it to be perfect. So that is all of my designs, all with the dots put back in. I'm really happy with these, and to be honest with you, I'm only going to be using so many of these today. To be honest, I'm going to save the rest when I get some more hangers, because I've only got 8 to do today. So yeah, I'm going to try and weed the rest off camera, because these are the really intricate, tricky ones, especially these ones. I don't know whether you can see. Really intricate. I don't want to mess these up. Probably will though. So I'm going to do those off camera and then come back to you in a moment. So this weeding for the smaller bits, I've been able to do the dates, but that took me so long because I've had to try and reverse weed. So I learned how to do this reverse weeding from someone on YouTube. Now let me tell you who that is, because I'd like to give her a shout out, because if it weren't for her, I wouldn't have been able to do this design, which has frankly drove me a bit crazy. Her name is Jennifer Maker. I will tag her channel down below if you want to learn anything about Cricut or crafting on the Cricut. I know how to use the Cricut, but intricate designs like this I've never really done. I've done like big designs for say Elijah's bedroom wall, which I'll try and do a photo here somewhere. So big designs like that, writing I try and steer clear from, which is a bit of a shame really, because I like to use it for more stuff if I could. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with this, and then I'm going to see how it looks afterwards. But fingers out. I managed to do my first one. Oh, where are we? That's what it looks like so far. That was so difficult. So let's carry on. Try that one. And that doesn't seem to be that sticky anymore, but you know, we'll go with it. We will go with it. Okay. So it's all stuck on there now. Let's see. I'll try and tuck you in a little.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like. crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping.
Okay, so it's worked apart from my S. My S did not work, but that seems to be because the rest of it was stuck on here.
Only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Oh well, the rest of it come out really well though, so not too fussed. Can go without an S. Because it is just one barn, so wouldn't hopefully make a difference, as it's only my hanger anyway. There we go.
I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us.
Okay, so start the process again. Okay. It's working out better doing this one reverse reading than it would have done, I suppose, if we did it the other way.
One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Give me love, give me all your love. Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need. And I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough.
Okay, so scrape. It could be a good scrape on this one. Just don't want anything. Just want to be able to get it done now because it's actually driving me insane. Like, I'm not even joking. My head is like a fizz right now. So much reading. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm not too sure what this one is, whether it's Bridesmaid, Flower Girl, or even Maid of Honor. It's a bridesmaid one. Okay.
As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you.
And then the last one. Now, if you do like making your own sort of crafts and you can't, because I get it, the Cricut was so expensive, so expensive. and not everyone can afford that. So if you do want to make your own hangers, Etsy, there's people on Etsy that will do vinyl cutouts for you in different fonts, different colours. I would have done a rose gold or a silver, but honestly I didn't have that, so I'm just sticking with black. But they have these things on there that you can just buy, so you could just potentially buy the vinyl and you stick it down yourself, because all you need to do is rub it, which I'll show you in a minute. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, which I'll show you in a minute. They are honestly so easy to stick down yourself if that's what you wanted to do, and make things yourself, or you can genuinely just go on Etsy and people will pay. People will make this stuff for you, because I love the little tiny details that I've been trying to achieve. That because I'm only getting married once, so I want to be able to do all the little tiny intricate details now, if that makes sense. Right, I'm going to show you my bits and bobs. I'm going to cut my dates. Now I'm a bit annoyed with my dates, to be honest, because they all meant to have little dots in between, and the dots stuck on some of them, but then on others it didn't. So I'm thinking about getting, I'm not faffing around trying to get dots from the Cricut, so I'm genuinely just thinking about getting a thin Sharpie, permanent Sharpie, just to put my own dots in, because it'll do the same thing, and I then haven't got to faff around trying to cut little tiny dots out of vinyl. I just wanted to have this done, and to be honest with you, I'm impressed with them, but I wish it was easier. Okay, so that is all of my bits and bobs cut out. Like I said, I'm only doing so many hangers today, because I haven't got any of the others, so I'm going to do the bridal party first, and then I'll do the groomsmen next time, and then the mother of the bride and all that lot next time. So got all my dates there, got all my names, which I need to put transfer paper on. I haven't done that. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm going to do my bride one first. Right, so I'm going to move all of my names. I'm going to stick them to my board on the wall so they're up there, away from what I'm doing. Okay. Just get them out of the way. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to try and peel this off, and hopefully it will be stuck to the transfer paper. Yes, excellent. So I wanted it to go like so. Now I'm trying to do this with a massive light in my face. What's that about there? Okay, right, I'm going to stick that down. I'm going to push it down like so. I'll really scrape it on. You don't want it lifting back up with your transfer paper. Okay, so while that is there doing that, I'm going to then take off my hand ribbon. Just stick this about. Like that. Stick that on like so. And then I want a date. So annoying that the dots weren't in. It really annoyed me. Okay. Okay. Let's give this a go. Oh, sorry, I just moved the camera. Like so. Okay. Hopefully, let's see how it's starting to look now. I'm going to start with my hand ribbons. No, so I need a little bit more rubbing on that one. What's that be? Okay. Oh. Okay. See, that is looking fantastic so far. Right, moment of truth. Oh, excellent. Really happy with that. What I'm going to do though, with my big piece of vinyl backing, I'm just going to stick it on there, give it a good rub. The same goes for my hand ribbons, like so. So I know they're definitely stuck. Let's go for the dates. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Now my dot's coming off. Well, these dots do not want to stay on. Stayed on. No. Just because. No, just my dots. Oh, and my zero. Okay. Oh. That one didn't want to stay. Oh. Okay. Sort my 0 out. I hate it when it does this because your vinyl bends to the point where it can't turn itself back around. It's really annoying. I'm actually done with these stupid letters, numbers. Right, where's my paper? Like so. And then I have permanent laundry pen. I'm going to see if this works. Dot and a dot. There we go. Really close for you to see. Seems to work. So I'm very impressed with that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little tiny bow on there. So what I'm going to find, I'm not too sure how this is going to look, but I'm just off a whim here. I will stick it on there, or I'm going to stick it on there, or I might actually tie a big bow. I'm not too sure. We'll see. I'll do them after because I'm getting carried away. This sparkly fabric. Where we can see that. So I might see if I can do a bow around there. Maybe. Not sure yet. I'll put this one aside and then carry on with the others.
That it's real, cause I can get them out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna na 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want.
So we've got to the end of the hangers. I am really impressed with them. I know it was so time consuming doing all these fiddly little letters here, but I'm really impressed with it. And to be honest, using my little permanent laundry pen, that has worked wonders. So I've filled all my dots in that are missing dots, because there was some bridesmaids that were missing dots and everything because of how small they were. But I'm really, really impressed with these. I really am. So what I'm going to try and do now to see if it looks any good, I'm going to give this little fabric roll a go. I'm not too sure whether you can see that, but it's glittery. And I'm just going to do myself a little tiny bow at the top and see how it actually looks, because If it looks rubbish, I'll just take it off, but I want to see what it actually looks like. I've got this little stuff from the range. It cost me about £1.50. Wasn't that expensive at all. Right. Now let's see if we can do a nice little bow. Fix it out if it wants to move those. We'll trim the edges off. We'll trim them even. I'll trim them diagonal, I think. So I'm not too sure, if I'm honest with you. So I'll tell you what, I'll leave it with you guys. Do I keep the bow? Do I take the bow off? Do I keep it and do I take it off? I mean, I'm edging more to take it off, but I just think it's a bit out of control, if I'm honest. I'll tame it a little bit. I don't know what's going on with this loop here. So, I mean, I don't know. Leave it on or take it off. You let me know, because I haven't got a clue. Or I've got these little tiny white bows here that I was just gonna stick on there, but I'm not too sure whether they're too small. So which one shall I do? But in theory, that is my first little creation wedding inspo video. Little nice wedding hangers. What do you think? I am truly in love with how well they've actually come out, considering I was having so much trouble with these little intricate bits here. But I'm very happy. Yeah. So let me know, bow or no bow, but I'm really happy with that. So given that, we are now at the end of my video, guys, and if you do like little crafty bits like this, please let me know, because honestly I love my crafts. I've got so much craft stuff. I mean, I make little bows here as well. Make little bows. These are my Halloween ones that I made last year. I make bubbles and everything, so I like my crafts. So if any more crafty videos that you really want to see, then let me know, especially when it comes to wedding inspo, because I want to do a lot of crafts for my own weddings. I want to try and do my own decor. But yeah, first little craft, and I do hope you enjoyed it, guys. I really do. I know it was a long one, and yeah, it was definitely a long one. I'm not joking you, I started this at 12 o'clock, it's now 4:30. Yeah, that's how long it took me to get rid of those little letters. So that'll be it for today, I think. My next video, I'm going to do a cleaning video. I want to try and do that before I go back to work on Monday, as we are still in the Easter holidays at the minute, just coming to the end of the Easter holidays. So yeah, back to work on Monday, and I'll try and get a video out for cleaning on Sunday if I can. That all depends on obviously Elijah and life and everything else that keeps crocking up out of nowhere. So yes, that is it from me today. So I hope I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.